selections are made. Custom rigs and upgrades.
Oh yeah, welcome back to the Outdoor Airsoft YouTube channel. Today we're going to have a very brief look at the VFC KS1. Obviously it's been out a little while, but it is super popular gun. I've sold quite a few of them out here, and with good reason. I'll go over what I feel is the positives and negatives of it, and I'll give you a quick look at it so you can see, and you can make your own decision as to whether you think that gun is worth the retail price for it. Personally, I'm on the fence, but I see why they've priced it the way that they have. But yeah, without further ado, here is the VFC KS1 in all of its glory. These things have been really popular, obviously, ever since our Marines basically said that they wanted to go over to one of these, and the British Army confirmed that we were going over to one of these. We've seen an awful lot of people doing these builds, especially the KS1 builds. We've been crying out for a gas blowback one of these, which is correct, which has all the right bits on it. So VFC's answer to that was to build and release this little beauty. I'll go tip to butt and cover what I like on it. I like the B5 stock. It could have been a bit tighter on the buffer tube, but we'll forgive them that because it is a very nicely built stock. Buffer tube, love the colour of it. Love the fact you've got the QD sing points down here. Also love the fact that if you look there, we've got the little dagger underneath there. I think that is absolutely amazing. Grip. They've shorted me out on the grip, quite literally. See, when I'm holding it, it's very small in my hand. Most annoying, but I get why they've done it. It's a very nicely built gun, and they've gone to a lot of effort to make sure everything's right. Ambidextrous selector, ambidextrous bolt release. All the correct trades. So we have trades on that side and trades on that side. Hopefully the camera's picked all of those up. Iron sights, awesome. Rail feels absolutely amazing. It's got the dimpled barrel, if you can see that in there. Dimpled out barrel, looks awesome. Cracking flash hider on it. I certainly wouldn't want to get hit in the face by that, by someone coming around the corner, because it is very sharp, but it is very cool, and it does ring ever so slightly when you fire the gun, which, again, a little bit more immersion. We like that. It has a new hop and barrel design in there. So whereas before with everything else you have to take the rail off and get to it, this, you don't access the hop unit and the hop rubber and barrel assembly by doing that. It actually comes out through the back on this. So you split the receiver down, take the bolt out, undo the retaining parts in there, and then it all pulls out. Seems to be a very good design. Obviously, you don't get the front adjust now for your hop. It all has to be done through there. However, it does seem to work very well. So time will tell. We'll see what it goes on. The bolt itself is a nice heavy bolt. 2 gas ejection ports in the bolt, which do actually spit gas out. Not sure how I feel about that. But it does work. It doesn't seem to be too bad on gas efficiency either. All in all, it is a very nice gun with, obviously the gun is clear, there's no mag in it. The trigger pull is awesome. So essentially you go up to the wall and then break. Typical VFC trigger. One of the nicest feeling gas blowback triggers I think there is on the market. Yeah. You don't get the mush that you get through having a normal, like an MWS style trigger box assembly in there. But yeah, I'm a bit of a fan. Now onto the bits that I'm not 100% sold on. Let's go back to that bolt. I think it's yet to be seen how much gas efficiency is going to be lost through these. It kicks hard, but it does use a fair bit of gas. And from the testing I've found, you can still get a full mag out in sort of 18, 19 degrees. It'll run a full mag. I've yet to test it outside when it's colder than that. So that's another thing worth looking at. Obviously, you get this awesome little tan P mag with it, or V mag. It seems fine. It feels good. How good it's going to be, I don't know. Again, it's another one of these suck it and see things. It does work. Does work very well. It sort of, sticks the gas up in the gun. Well, that's what it's supposed to do. Reasonably easy to load. But yeah, we'll have to see. Another thing I'm not particularly enamoured with. Obviously, it is a lovely colour, but there is a lot of overspray in places. We have overspray inside the dust cover. It's very easy to see that the bolts themselves, or the pins, the front and rear takedown pins, have been pushed in and sprayed. So it's just the tops that have been sprayed. The rest of the bolt is, well, the rest of the pin, should I say, is not sprayed. And yeah, it's very evident that it's been put together and sprayed. That's not the end of the world. But again, it's just one of those things that, I don't know, when you're paying nearly £700 for a gun, should that be something that they've looked at? I don't know. Finish of the receiver. You're not going to be able to see it on the camera, or maybe you will. I don't know if I get this up close enough. If you look along here, it's not a nice, clean finish like it is up on this rail. It just looks a bit, I don't know, not polished is probably the best way to put it. But other than that, I mean, none of these things that I'm talking about really, other than the possible gas efficiency, none of these things that I'm talking about take away from the value of what is the gun. Now, a lot of places online are selling these up above £700. I've said £750, £730. I probably wouldn't pay that for it. I would if it came with the suppressor. If it came with the right suppressor and the heat shield on it, 100%. I'd say, yeah, okay, fair enough, that's worth it. But in the standard format that they're coming like this, I don't know if I would pay £730, £750 for it. I mean, I've priced these as they come with the one mag with the box at £675. I may drop a little bit off of that for the Black Friday special. I don't know yet. I need to have a think about it, because obviously I'm in no rush to sell these. They trickle out at a reasonable rate, but it'd be nice to give something back to some people. But yeah, I mean, I will get some. I'll get some video of it chronoing, and we'll stick that up in a minute. But like I say, it's a nice gun. I just don't know whether it demands the premium that it's being sold for. Time will tell how long this paint finish will stay on for a start, and how good the gas efficiency is in the cold, because we are now coming into winter. So this is where people will start speaking very loudly if the gun isn't gas efficient. Should you buy one? If you want one, buy one. And don't let these little things that I'm talking about put you off. I still think it is a very good gun. It's typical VFC. It punches hard in the shoulder. It's pretty accurate. There's loads of parts available for them. It's just a nice looking gun. It is a very nice looking gun. But just, like I say, be prepared for gas efficiency in the winter to maybe not be as good as you would hope it would be. There's always, you can always go up to a slightly higher powered gas, or, dare I say it, HPA it with an adapter. But yeah, as I say, brief overview of this. Didn't want to get into too much detail with it. There's loads of stuff on the internet about them. But yeah, it's one of those things that I keep on the shelf, and I just wanted to walk through it quickly with you and give you my thoughts on it. But yeah, I'll get some chrono readings and I will put those up just after this. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Okay, so we are just about to chrono the KS1 on 0.32 gram kinetic BBs. Temperature at the moment is about 17 degrees in the garage. Freshly gassed up, so it may run slightly higher and then settle down. But yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it, and I will run through until either the BBs run out or the gas runs out, one of the two. So, okay, first one through. Second one. So there we go. Not what I would class as maybe the most consistent, but it's definitely not the worst I've seen. Obviously, it needs to be set up on the. This is literally as it comes straight out of the box, so there's been no setting on the end pass or anything like that. Hop is somewhat set, but not massively, so that could be the cause of a couple of the flyers, like the 0.69 dual one. But other than that, there we go. That is the chrono of this out of the box.
Outlaw airsoft, where legends are made. Custom rigs and upgrades, we got it all displayed.